So hello and welcome. Today we're going to be having a look at an overview of Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator version 1.28. Today we're playing the open beta, but I'm sure the full version will be dropping very soon. But features include the new double trailers, which we have been waiting ages for, and then triple trailers, which we weren't expecting SCS to release, but they have. You now get new background customization in the home menu, and we also get these new light flares, which to me are one of the best features of this update because they really do change the lighting of the truck. Especially they just make the lights look a lot more 3D and realistic, and they remove that horrible blue what was there before. But let's get straight into this video and have a look at the features in depth. Okay then, so on to the first sort of major feature are the new flares in Euro Truck. So as you can see here, the version 1.7 is very bloomy, but when you get to version 1.28 you get a much bigger depth into the lights. Here you can see with the high beam on 127 it's very bloomy even in daylight. However, with the high beams on in daylight in 128 you can see it's a lot dimmer and lot more realistic. And you also get that shine when the camera passes, almost like a lens flare kind of effect, which I really like that you can see at night especially. Just look at that, it looks so cool, and especially with the lights on the sun visor as well, it has the same effect. I mean, just look at that, it's so cool. Now as I said, it also works on the AI lights as well, so with 127 even in daylight they are still quite bright and quite unrealistic. However, in 128 they're slightly reduced. I wouldn't say by that much to be honest, but they definitely do have a lot more realistic flair to them. And then at night as well. And then 128, here you go. See, they're a lot more, again, with depth into the light, it's a lot more realistic. It's not as noticeable as on your own truck, but it's definitely an improvement. So the feature that I'm sure everyone is really excited about is the double trailers in Euro Truck. Now, as with these small European roads, I'm guessing at some points it may start to be a little bit difficult trying to get them all through the narrow streets, but it is cool that they are in the game. Now, as you can see, they don't appear that often in the job market. I mean, there's 4 pages here, and there is only 1 double trailer. However, at some of the pickups, as you'll see shortly, you can customize your delivery to a double trailer. Now this isn't all the time, it's quite rare that it lets you do this, maybe 1 out of 4 times, but it is cool that you can customize the trailer, as you can see now, to a double if you would so wish. And there's also some other trailers that you can choose. I mean, this feature was released quite a while ago, but it's cool that they're now using it to let you choose a double trailer if you wish, because not all the time you want one, and it's cool that you got the option if you're taking a narrow sort of route to not have the double trailer. But once you're hatched up to it, it mostly feels like a normal trailer. It's got this articulated point in the middle, so you can still take pretty tight bends, but you do have to have a little bit of a wider turn than a normal trailer because of the back and basically the length of it, because it is absolutely huge. I've only seen about 1 or 2 of these on the road in the UK, and they just go on for miles, and when you look at it in your mirror you can just see it going on and on into the distance. And you may be worrying about how you're going to reverse it. Well, SCS have also thought of that. They don't expect you to reverse it. Most of the parking spots are just a simple drive in, but some of them around a corner, for example at the supermarket, so you do have to get your approach right, else you'll completely mess up the reverse. But when you get there, as you'll see, you cannot choose the difficult parking. It's always where should I place it, and it's basically pretty easy, as you can see here. So you just pull up and stop, and it should go green fairly easily. and that is the double trailers. They're a really exciting addition to Euro Truck, and I'm excited to drive them and have a little bit more difficulty getting them through the narrow European streets. So the final main feature being added to Euro Truck is the ability to change the background of the home screen. Now, I have been looking at that wave background for so long, and it really just dates the game, especially when you compare it to in version 1.27 and before, when American Truck had that garage background, which looked really nice. However, we do have these brand new backgrounds now, which look really cool. You can see that lightning bolt there, and it's nice now that they haven't just copied the American Truck ones. They've added some completely new ones which differentiate the games a lot more. I mean, this is the traditional wave background that we've had for ages, and you can also change if you would want them to change automatically, how long you want them to stay on when you don't move the mouse. All cool features like that, which is a nice little addition, but it does go a long way. Okay then, so moving across the pond onto American Truck Simulator, you can see here we're taking a look at the light additions that they've edited in this version 1.28, and if anything, I'd say it looks a little bit more emphasised in American Truck Simulator. I don't know if that's down to the lights just being a little bit higher up and the camera angle sort of emphasising that, but you do get a good effect with it, a lot more than I think you do with Euro Truck, because in Euro Truck to get the effect you have to be quite low down, but with this you can still be quite high up and still get the same bloom effect, which I really do like. So moving along, as you can see, we have now got triple trailers in American Truck Simulator. So one thing to note, you can only get triple trailers when you're driving in Nevada. You can't get a triple trailer from Nevada into any of the other states. You have to stop in Nevada if you've got a triple trailer. But other than that, with Nevada, there's loads of space, so it's actually quite, well, it makes a lot of sense really, because taking a triple down some of the Californian routes may get a little bit difficult, but as you can see, once again, you can configure your trailer to whatever you would want, and if you decide to take a triple trailer, this is the kind of things that you would expect. You really do feel the weight of it with this one, and as you can see here, you do have to make quite wide turns, and watch your mirrors with this, because just the length of it, you turn a corner and then about 10 to 15 seconds later the back of the trailer comes. It's quite funny, but again, the pick up and drop off places are fairly easy to get into, and most of them are like this, where you simply drive in and park, because otherwise I think it would be really difficult to get it into a normal spot. Finally, one of the most important updates for me in this edition is SCS are now trying to incorporate live events into the game. As you can see here, this is the Big Sur landslide on the Route 1 in California, and this landslide is huge in real life. They say it could be up to a year before they remove it all and the road is fixed, and SCS have said they will do the same. When the road is fixed in real life, they'll go into the game and fix it, and then we can drive along it again. It just shows you they're now interested in incorporating these live events. So now maybe in the future we could have traffic jams or road collisions that are equivalent of what's happened in real life, which is, to me, I've been wanting that for ages, and it's cool to see that they're finally putting it in the game. So there we have it. That is Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator version 1.28 in a nutshell. There are some great new features coming to these games, and I'm really excited to see what all the developers and mod developers do to improve it even further. I mean, there's some mods already coming out on the Steam Workshop, and they look great, but I'm really interested to see what's going to happen in the coming months when mod developers really start working on them, especially the doubles and triples. That could get really interesting. But some other minor changes, they've improved some of the braking behaviours, tyre noises, and then some Steam inventory support. But other than that, those are the main features that I've shown you in this video. But if you enjoyed it, please do click the like, subscribe for more, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.